Awesome. I think lifestyle modifications is the most important thing when we're dealing with medication-assisted weight loss.
Absolutely.
So let's dive in a little bit more on what kind of modifications we can suggest to our patients.
And why they matter. We want our patients to understand why lifestyle modifications matter, why it is something that we focus on. One of the first things is that we want our patients to have sustained weight loss, sustained success versus just a temporary quick fix. So by helping to explain these lifestyle modifications, they may find greater success over an extended period of time.
And this helps so we're not relying completely on the medication, right? So we can learn from those changes that we made in our lifestyle, and we can continue to have a healthy lifestyle when we come off of the medication.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about pillars of nutrition. The first one we're going to talk about is one of my favorites, which is nutrition, fueling your body. That's a huge lifestyle modification that we need to make if we're trying to lose weight in a healthy way. So the first thing we want to talk about is focusing on whole foods. A lot of times we get caught up in the type of diet, if it's a high carb or high fat or low carb, low fat. But the important thing is that we're just getting whole foods. We're limiting our processed foods and we're getting whole foods. So fruits and vegetables, meats, fish, different things like that. Those have all the vitamins and minerals and proteins that your body needs to lose weight at a healthy pace, and it gives your body the fuel that it needs to keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also important to talk to patients about portion control. So just the different ratios of proteins versus carbs versus good fats. All of that is actually needed in order to have healthy, sustained weight loss. Hydration also is key.
One thing that's often overlooked is hydration. A lot of times we forget, we get busy throughout the day and we forget to drink our water. It's important that we get plenty of water throughout the day. That helps aid in fat loss. It can also help aid in our hunger control.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then again, we kind of have talked about the portion control, mindful eating, meal prepping. One great way to help patients understand portion control, focusing on whole foods, is maybe help them come up with a meal prep solution. This is going to help make sure that they have the right kinds of foods, the right portions of the foods. They will be more mindful with what they have because in front of them, they will have that almost nearly perfect meal if we can help explain to them what healthy choices would be in meal prepping.
And meal prepping saves a lot of money. I did an Uber Eats yesterday and spent like $30.
Joey. Oh, next is physical activity, moving your way to health. Exercise is so important. It's such an important part of weight loss and also health in general. It's important to find what you enjoy. Do you enjoy running? Do you enjoy walking? Do you enjoy hiking? What about some strength training? There are so many different options for exercise. So it's important to help your patient determine what they like best.
And when you enjoy it, it's not a chore anymore, right? You like to do it and it's easier to get out and do it. One thing I want to touch on here is what's called NEAT. NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis, just a fancy word of saying activity when you're not exercising. So if you go and work out for an hour a day, the other 8-9 hours a day, you are still doing something, right? And so if you are just sitting in your chair or on your couch for those other 9 or 8 hours, it doesn't do you a lot of benefit. So that's what NEAT is non-exercise activity. So taking the stairs when you go to work, or parking further away, or an easy one is when you're on a call, just walk around your office or your desk when you're on the call. Those are things that your body's moving throughout the day, and those quickly add up.
Yeah, absolutely. Now with physical activity and exercise, some of the patients really haven't been very active. So it's important for them to start small. Start where they feel comfortable, but continue to encourage them to gradually increase, whether it be their cardio or their strength training, both of which are very important.
Awesome. Let's go move on to pillar 3, which is sleep. And oftentimes it is overlooked. Sleep is just as important as nutrition, just as important as exercise. We need our body to recover so that everything can work as it should. When we sleep, that is a big opportunity for our body to produce hormones and for our hormones to balance out. And so it's important that we really emphasize good sleep.
Absolutely. Establishing a routine. What do you do before you go to bed? Are your patients on their phones reading books right before they go to bed? That's me. That's why I don't sleep that great. I got to get better at that one. So what we can do is allow our patients to understand how important sleep is, how it needs to be a priority in their daily routine.
And just like with exercise and nutrition, start slow. I mean, start easy, something simple you can change. I know for me that doom scrolling at night is always the hardest, but that can have the biggest effects on our sleep each night. All right, last but not least, stress management, nurturing your mind.
Oh boy.
Stress management is very important because our stress hormone, or cortisol, controls a lot of the other hormones. And so if we can help control that one, the other ones will work a lot better.
Another thing to consider is sometimes when we're stressed, we stress eat.
Yes.
So by decreasing that stress, there won't be that desire for the snacking or whatnot. A patient will be able to maintain a more healthy, consistent diet. So what are some helpful strategies that we can give to our patients to help them decrease their stress?
Mindfulness and meditation. Meditation can be a fantastic resource. Even if it's just breathing, focusing on your breathing can help a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Hobbies and relaxation. One of my greatest hobbies is reading. That's a great way for me to decrease stress, is just to take some time just to sit and read and take my mind off of some of the things that might be causing a lot of stress.
Social connection. A lot of times that one's overlooked. Just spend time with loved ones, spend time with a friend, call a family member before bed. Just can help you relax and just connect with other people. That can have huge implications on your stress levels each and every day.
Yeah, absolutely. And time management. We're all so busy. We have kids, we have jobs, we've got to work out, we've got to focus on our nutrition. We have so many things we're supposed to do. But with time management, it can really decrease stress. So having a schedule, having a wake time, and having a bedtime, all of those things are really going to help with stress management. And then also just overall weight loss and health.
Awesome. So we covered a lot of different things here, different ways we can improve our nutrition, improve our exercise, improve our stress. The important thing here is just to start somewhere. Start with something small.